Hey, what's going on? Old fashioned ice cream, appliance, boot camp, Facebook, family, and friends. Mike Sneak coming to you. This is going to be real quick. Just something I want to show you all. I've told y'all in the past that I need to go behind a paywall because so many people are listening. They're taking our advice. Not only are the subscribers listening, but a lot of the industries are listening. And a lot of times, what people say, they say, if you find a niche, the system actually, when you find a niche, it's only a certain amount of time you have to get into that niche before the system figure it out, and then then they close the doors so other people can't come through those niches. Well, I thought it was at one time when I was looking at the state surplus. Uh, One time when I first started, several about 4 or 5 years ago, you could get a Dodge Caravan for little or nothing. That was the van I was buying because everybody wanted the big vans, the E350s, the E150s. So those used to go for a high price. So I used to just go buy the Dodge Caravans and take the seats out of it, take all the seats out of them. Let me turn this phone off. Uh, and what happened? It got to a point where they start putting them a minimum bid on the Dodge Caravans, where in order I could get a Dodge Caravan for $1,500, and then they start putting minimum bid, saying, okay, in order for you to bid on this Dodge Caravan, you had to spend at one time it was $5,000 starting off, but now I see they done dropped it because I haven't been telling people to go get them anymore because the prices went up so high. Now I see they done dropped it down to now they got a minimum bid of $3,000 because what will happen, I know what's happening. The same thing that I'm getting. I tell you all about certain deals and stuff and how I go find these deals. And I get calls all day long. Hey, I saw your video that you put up where you could go buy. Because just recently, I was telling you all how you can go buy these ultra low freezers from the state. The state had paid all this money for them, and they're giving them away. And and I get phone calls every day. Hey, you told me go look for. I can find these ultra low freezers. I go there, look on the website. They don't have any. And I was telling them, hey, they don't have them all the time. You got to watch them. So I know what they're doing. They're going on to the state surplus website, getting their phone number, and they calling them too, asking for these ultra low freezers. So I'm going to show you something real quick. So what happened when they do that? The state surplus starts looking at my. I know they look at what I do because when I go there and go buy it, pay for my stuff, they tell me they watch my videos. So here goes the last ultra low freezer I bought. And that's what I paid for it. I paid $200 for this freezer. And this is about a $20,000 freezer right here. And they might get mad because I was laughing, saying they bought all these brand new freezers for they thought it was gonna be for the pandemic to keep all these vaccines and stuff in, and the place was back ordered. Now all these new freezers are showing up, and they ain't got no use for it, so they selling them, and I was buying them for $200, and they're great for making ice cream. Excellent for making ice cream. Better than the blast freezers that you can get because I can put 23-gallon containers in here, and they'll be ready in a couple of hours. I can use them the same day versus if I go get a regular blast freezer that costs $15,000, they can only hold like 3 gallons in there. I can hold 20 in there. This goes to like a -100. A regular blast freezer that you go buy from the restaurant places, they only go down to like -20. So what happens? I go here today and I'm starting to look for these blast freezers. And let me show you what they've done here now. And I know this is why they done it because I've told people about it, and you all are calling me, and y'all calling them. Look what they've done. They got in order to bid. This the same blast freezer. So now the same exact ones that I've been telling you all to go get. Look what they done. They came up and they're saying now, in order to buy this thing, you better come out your pocket $3,500. So now I know it's because people are calling up there because y'all call me, y'all calling them, and they saying, hey, y'all ain't gonna keep making a butt out of us. If you want this blast freezer, It's gonna cost you $3,500 in order to get this ultra low freezer. Look, I could not believe it. And you can see nobody's bid on it, because when I was going to pick these freezers up, and they keep them in the mountains, they had this special place that they're going to keep all these vaccines. They're going to keep them up in the mountains. So I would go up to the mountains to pick it up, and they'd be asking me, "What you got? You got a lab or something?" I was like, "Nah, these things are great for making ice cream." Oh, okay. So after about the third time of me picking them up, the guys started saying, they knew I was making ice cream with them, and now everybody's calling, and so they're gonna say they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna say, okay, in order for you to get it, they now jack the price up to $3,500. So now you can't get it. Let me show you the same thing about the Dodge Caravans. And like I say, it's all because I don't care what nobody say. It's because I tell you all to go get it. They had no reason at all to put a minimum bid of $3,500 on that thing when I could buy them for $200. Like I say, they watched the videos and you all calling up there asking. So I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to show you. I am going to show you this. But this is the little niches that I have found. Okay, look, this is the Dodge Caravan that I would tell you all to get. They got a minimum bid. It used to be 5,000. They done came down on them now to 3,000. Nobody has bidded on this thing, and they're saying in order for you to get this Dodge Caravan, you're gonna have to come out your pocket $3,000. And the only reason I was buying the Dodge Caravans back then because I couldn't afford to buy these. This is the van that everybody wanted back then. Everybody wanted these vans. No, they wanted these vans right here. Look at these vans. These vans they're going for $1,000. That's the way the Dodge Caravan used to be. They have no minimum bids on them. And now that in order to get that Dodge Caravan, they say you. And I know it's because I kept telling people go get Dodge Caravan. Look at. I'm gonna show you one right here. Look at this. This one right here. Is anything wrong with it? That one got to be towed. Let me find one. I'm gonna give you all a gem real quick. Like that Dodge Caravan. This right here. I'm gonna give y'all this one because after that I don't care. It's going after everything going behind the paywall. Look at these vans. Those are the vans that everybody wanted. They wanted them like this, and that's the way the Dodge Caravan used to be going. They go a box truck. I buy my box truck. They go a box truck. This one just doesn't have a lift gate, but that's how much the prices used to be. But because I told y'all to go buy a Dodge Caravan, they jacked the price up. Right here, $1,000 for this one right here. Somebody I don't want to mess his price up on them, but this right here is if you're somebody looking to get into the ice cream business and you wanted your ice cream truck. This is the ice cream truck I bought. You don't care nothing about how it looked there because you're gonna wrap it, you're gonna clean it up and wrap it, you're gonna take all the seats out. But that's the ice cream truck I bought right there. So they don't think nobody want this stuff. But as soon as I tell y'all to go buy it, then they Then they go and they jack the prices up on you and try to get on you. But yeah, I just wanted to come show you all that. And this is the reason why we're gonna have to go to a paywall, because the information I've given you all, people are using it all across the country. I've went to some of the ice cream websites and I've seen people posting those freezers, and they don't live in North Carolina. They don't drove 3 or 4 states to pick it up, and they say, yeah, it works great. They're telling other people. So now the state of North Carolina say, okay, jack that price up for that freezer. They got the freezer up there more than the cars. And I couldn't believe it. I'm gonna read a couple of stuff we got going on the chat. Then I gotta get out of here. All right, CD Jakes, CEO Jakes. What's up, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, what happened? My son got it 777. Where's this auction at? That's North Carolina state surplus, but just about every state have a surplus. But North Carolina, they North Carolina, they bought the thing that they're going to have all these vaccines for COVID, and they went out and ordered thousands of those freezers, and the freezers were on back order. Now those freezers are the manufacturers are delivering the freezers, and there's no more COVID thing going around. So when they go to those facilities, the facilities can't do anything with them. So they're putting them on the auction site. And I could go buy them for $200, and they paid $20,000 for those freezers. And now I put it out there on YouTube. Everybody asking for them, and now they're gonna say, okay, we're gonna jack. In order to get one, it's gonna come out your pocket $3,500. Yeah, you have to be very careful what you put out here, Mike, because the prices will go up, and now the spot, the spot blew up, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Shake my head. Yep, yep. My, yep. Appliance box, yeah. A paywall is needed. That's why I haven't put out the full plumbing play, gatekeeping, or whatever these people call it. It is. I saw it with the Caravan, because I couldn't figure out why in the world. Like I said, 2 years ago, 3, they say in order to get a Caravan, it was $5,000, and I was like, why? And that's why I started buying. You saw me now. I drive the E3. I started buying the E350s because the Caravans that went up so high. I said, why they go up on the Caravan? So I just started buying the E350s and whatnot. But now I know that's what they're doing. They're listening to what we're telling people, and people are calling up there asking for it. And they're saying everybody want these things. Go up on the prices on them. So yeah. Hey, now, Dr. Funk, once you put good sites out here for good deals, people will create demand and prices will go up. That's the life of the internet. Yeah. But I know, like I said, I'm still in awe that people are listening like this, that I'm seeing the prices get drove up the way they did. That freezer just threw me when I saw that. I could not believe it. I said, daggone it. That's why that Caravan, they started doing that with the Dodge Caravans, and now they're starting to do it with the blast freezer because I'm creating a demand for them to get it. Yep, Mr. O AB, Mr. O, what's going on? What's plumbing ABC? Okay, that's what we'll call. That's something Mr. Marcus is doing. Marcus got the plumbing play. So he'll put that out. He'll probably put a course together, put the play out, and he'll get with y'all later. I think. Oh yeah, I've been there a few times. Okay. Hey, now, yes, the paywall is needed. Your value is too good. Thanks. My son got it 777. You man, Mike, you are the man. No, I'm an idiot because I put it out there, and I don't realize that a lot of times I'm what you call I'm hitting myself. I'm hurting myself. Like for instance, let me show you all something else. I'm gonna show you all this right here. Then I'm getting out of here. I put this stuff out here, and I don't realize how I don't see a lot of times I don't see the actual value in this stuff that we're putting out until I start to see stuff like this pop up, and then I say, okay, something going on here. I'm gonna show you all this because a lot of times I don't actually see the value right at the beginning of it until I see that happen. And I say I don't actually created them where they getting money off of this thing now. Let me see here. This is something else. This is why the ice cream parlor boot camp is not. I'm not offering that right now. After I get if the ice cream parlor boot camp, after I get my get that container open, the price is gonna go up to reflect because of strictly because of this right here. People have told me, I had many of people tell me that they went looking to go buy one of these franchises. This right here, in North Carolina, it's called a Pelicans franchise, and it's a shaved ice. It's a shaved ice franchise, and it's locally owned. And what you're doing, he actually is selling you the actual his business thing, because it's no equipment in it. Shaved ice equipment is cheap as I don't know what. All you got is the snowy ice machine and some syrup. The syrups are ain't for $8 and stuff. So you don't. It's no nothing like homemade ice cream where you gotta go buy a $15,000 batch freezer to get started. This right here is a low entry, and is very low. It's very low entry to get in, and it doesn't require a lot of money. It's not like you making Italian ice or ice cream. It's just shaved ice. And shaved ice is very inexpensive. Doesn't require no license or anything. It's still up under the Department of Agriculture. All right. So anyway, this one's in North Carolina. Turnkey franchise business located in Gastonia, North Carolina. Great opportunity to join the largest and fastest growing shade ice franchise in the country. The building is currently under lease, so you're not buying that building. you're not. All they done is when it set the building up. You're not buying that building. You got to pay. You're gonna have to pay the rent on that building. Is leased for a year. It offers 3 serving windows, drive-through as well as there's no indoor seating or anything. It's just a walk up and drive-through. 26 parking spaces. This is a seasonal business. Remember, I told you seasonal. That's what my shipping container is going to be. It's going to be seasonal with annual sales averaging about 240 to 252. And that's what I told you. Once you get it going and get it popping, that's what that you can make in that season. That's from really beginning of spring, March until beginning of fall, which is in September. So that's where it runs. And so from there, they're saying you can make 240, 252. There's going to be a potential, and you got potential to increase revenue in areas of events and marketing. Same thing with the ice cream and stuff. If I want to go out and do events and stuff, I can make a lot more money. But if you just want to sit in that building all day and don't want to go out and do events, that's what you can make out of it. Final sales need to be approved by the franchisor. So whoever's coming in, he wants to approve the person. In addition, sublease or new lease would be negotiated, approved by the landlord. So you got to go out and you got to negotiate your own lease for coming up at the end of 2025 for this place. And what they're asking $200,000 to show you their business plan on how this thing works. So that's the same thing that I said I can do. Once I get this ice cream container up and running, then I can I could do the same thing. I know how to build out that container. I can build that container out. I can know how to go out and find properties to set that container on. I can go out there and set that container on there, on that property for you. And I know the process of how to make the ice cream. I can say we got award-winning flavors, which I'm not lying. We win awards and all that stuff in competitions with our flavors. I can show them the books of say this is the amount of money we make. And hey, if you want to get into this ice cream parlor thing, you can pay this amount of money. And from there, you sitting down here, and I do the same thing as them. Unlike Pelicans are not owning the property, I will own the property. So I will own the properties, and they get a little percentage of your whatchamacallit too, of your actual sales. They get a percentage of that franchise fee, but they're gonna hit you in the head up front for almost a quarter. And they got these popping up everywhere because everybody's jumping it because they say, hey, in 1 year I'll make my money back. So and go. And all he's doing, he's getting $200,000 to teach you all the shaved ice business. Versus me, I'm paying me $200 to teach you all the ice cream parlor business, and we're seeing these ice cream parlors popping up everywhere. And we have people who have came through the course who's making money, making $6,000 a week doing the ice cream. So that's the same thing I'm gonna do. So I'm not doing any more ice cream until I get shipping container up and running, and then I can say, hey, this is what I can offer you. But yeah, so that's the type of stuff where I say I don't see the value until stuff like this start popping up. All right. Let's see here. Mr. O, yes, what have you been putting out for the past few years at the price point you have has been generous. Thank you. I appreciate it. Uh, well, all is being revealed and exposed this year, even the good. Yeah, it is. Uh, they can't hide anything anymore. Yep. People are waking up. I'm very impressed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Uh, you have good intent. Yeah, yeah. We have good intentions to get people out of the situations that they've been in. G Brown, good morning. When is the next boot? The next boot camp is in October. It's October. Let me put it up here right now. It's October the 11th through the 13th. It's the next boot camp, and that's where you can go to sign up. And same thing with the appliance repair. Man, appliance repair. I'm not even gonna talk about it no more. How well it's been and how it done saved me many a times. I'm not even gonna talk about appliance repair no more. How well it saved me. Most of our people don't try to help others. That's why you're so blessed. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. I do the same information to help collective, and we need to write books on it. Okay. Information is very valuable. Thanks. I have people that take the information I give them and use it and don't even give me any credit. That's all because it's more of where that came from. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Patrick Young, what's good, Mike Neighborhood fam? None much. So I just want to come to you all real quick and let you all see that. And we are going into a paywall. Especially with the shipping container. I have videos and all that stuff with that. I'm not releasing it. I'm not going to release that over to the just open YouTube because it's too valuable. That shipping container stuff, because that shipping container it has a property component that's tied into it, where you actually get a property, and you can build your own. I made the mistakes. I made all the mistakes doing this one, but I could have done the price for almost a third for what I know now. So you all would get the benefit of all the mistakes I've done building this one out, and going forward, people could they could get it, and they can for a third of the for $30,000-$40,000, you can have your piece of commercial property, a building on there, and you be making just as much as a Subway franchise or something like that, even more, because you ain't got to pay no franchising fee. And so that's just too valuable information. Like I say, Pelicans right there, they're charging $200,000 to show you exactly how to do it. So okay. Patrick Young, Mike, I purchased a Vivor commercial ice shaver, looking to start shade ice. Yeah, so that's all pellet. That's all they got. No Pelicans. That's all they got. No Pelicans. They just got, and they get out there and they're making that money. All right. My family member took your appliance repair boot camp. Okay, all right. My son got it 777. My family member took your appliance repair course and went out to do it, and it has two. Um. Oh, okay, okay. All right, there you go. All right. It was exactly as you said. Okay, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm glad to hear he's doing well with it. Honestly, honestly to hear he's doing well with it. So that's all I want to come to you all real quick today. It's raining, so I'm not able to go to the shipping container. I'm in here today, kind of cleaning up and getting ready. We have an actual class coming on Thursday. We have homeschoolers that come and actually take the learn about entrepreneurship. So I gotta get ready for a class coming in here on Thursday. All right. All right. My son got I went with them and witnessed it myself. Okay, that's good stuff. All right. I appreciate it. Glad to hear they doing good. And thanks for the testimony. Once again, thank you all for watching and just showing you all how powerful YouTube is and how powerful the information is that we're putting out there. Where we're putting something out there for you all, and it has such an impact that something like the state surplus, it actually moves the needle for the state surplus. When they come out and say, the state surplus come out and say, hey man, we're gonna watch them call. we're gonna no, we got so much of a high demand coming out for this stuff. Something has happened. We're gonna put the prices up. Pull the prices up. All right. You don't BS people. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okie dokie. Thanks, Mike, for looking into and opening up my entry to the online appliance bootcamp. Thanks for your interview, Mr. O. I'm no longer procrastinating. I'm on it. Okay, there you go, man. Thanks. Appreciate it. Patrick Young, Mike, I ran across a group of guys making six figures with shaved ice. I met two brothers who have made 40,000 in the 400,000 the first 2 years. Yep. Ernest Anderson. You're a living legend. Okay, thanks. Yeah, and not only that, let me show you. Let me see. I might be able to show you all this right here. Let me see. Let me see if I can spin it around. You'll have to excuse the shop. Oh, yes, you can. Right here. I'm gonna spin this around right here. Right here. This is the other thing. Just off of YouTube. This somebody broke a couple of hours, and this is the thing right here. This head. There you go. Somebody just because off of YouTube, they see I fix ice cream machines and stuff like that. I got people driving hours to say, "Hey, my ice cream machine broke, man. Can you fix it?" Matter of fact, I had Tyson. He was gonna drive out of Philadelphia for me to fix his Emery Thompson because they can't find nobody to fix it. And here it is. He was gonna put his Emery Thompson on a trailer and drive it down here overnight because it broke and he couldn't find nobody to fix it. And he was gonna be out of business. But luckily, we were able to talk and he was able to get it up and going. I was able to talk to him and we were able to fix it. But same thing, good guy. I'm gonna look at this today. His soft serve machine. Him and his daughter, they have an Italian ice machine business, and they also do soft serve ice cream. And he said his soft serve machine messed up on him. So he brought it. He see us on the internet, YouTube. And he called me up and said, "Hey man, can I bring it down there? And you fix it for me." And they're an African American couple, young couple, father and daughter. And I told him bring it on down. I'll take a look at it. But yeah, that's the power of this YouTube thing. Just me putting the information out like I'm doing, and people seeing it, and they're bringing stuff here because they can't find anybody to work on this stuff. And they said, "Man, we ain't got nobody out here," and I don't trust any. A lot of them don't trust the people. They said, "Man, I trust you. Can you fix it for me?" They're bringing this. Okay. Let's see. I'm ready to get out. Yeah, I think.